Hey, Zach here from Frontenac Outfitters Canoe and Kayak Center. Today we're gonna have a look at sleeping pads. There's a whole gamut of sleeping pads out there, insulated, non-insulated, foam versus kind of air, mixtures of the two. So it can be really difficult and convoluted as to what we should get. I mean, the reality is buy what you can afford and buy the best that you can afford, because it makes a really, really big difference. The technology has come a long way from, the old days of using just basic foam to these insulated ones that roll up, to the size of almost a Nalgene. These two here are, not even the smallest as what they come. What I really like about these, the packability of them, the comfort of them, because when these inflate, they actually, they get fairly thick, to 3 inches to 4 inches. Some are even bigger. The downside is, you gotta kind of weigh out how big are they gonna be when they are packed up. And I would say this is a pretty good size. They can get smaller than this, which is, if you're ultralight or backpacking or really trying to watch the space, might be worthwhile for the investment. For most people though, I think, if you're canoeing, kayaking, winter camping, the Quasar here or the what's this one guy? This is the Xtherm, are going to be really good options for what you want to do with them. When it comes to R value, just understand that the higher the R value is, the more insulation it's going to provide. So that's going to give you basically a barrier between the cold ground and what you're sleeping in. If you have a quilt style sleeping bag, you're going to want a higher R value. If you're using a full, fall or winter camping bag, that R value is still going to be really important, but maybe not as important, because you're going to have that layer of insulation between you, the pad, and the ground. I would suggest though, kind of trying to get the best R value you can for the amount of space that you want. For wintertime, I'd be looking at least R3 or above. And if you're only buying one sleeping pad for summer and winter, I would suggest looking at, more of a higher R value, because even the summertime, just having that extra insulation, it isn't going to hurt or cause you to be warmer. It's just going to give you more comfort, especially as we transition into fall. The problem with uninsulated air mattresses, and if you're, front country camping, or, you don't want to spend the money and it has no R value, is that mattress is going to get really cold. All that air inside that mattress is going to just start robbing you of your heat, and it's going to feel really uncomfortable. Whereas something that has some some baffle technology where it just reflects that heat back into you is going to make a big difference. And it is incredible what the difference it can make when you're using one that's designed to be used in colder temperatures. Some neat features about a lot of these newer style bags, how small they pack up, and for how big they actually get, is they're going to come with this like auto-inflating stuff sack, which is really, really great technology. I had a little bit of trouble the first time I used one to try and figure it out, but I've got it dialed in now. And then, about 10 bagfuls of this, and this thing is blowing up. If I was trying to blow this up by my mouth, I'd be dying. It'd be crazy. So it works really, really well. And I've become a big fan of how easy and quickly this works to get your air mattress blown up. So another nice feature about using a bag is to, kind of the classic way where we would open it up and let it kind of fill in, and then you'd continue blowing it up, is you keep a lot of that moisture, like carbon dioxide and that moisture from your breath trying to blow up the bag. And it's just going to help keep everything inside it cleaner. Moisture is definitely going to lead to mold and bacteria growth, and just going to shorten the life of your sleeping pads. For the most part, they're all going to be easily repairable in the field. If you do, get a little nick in it from a branch or something and poke a hole in it, most of the times they're going to come with a little repair kit that's going to be like some gear tape basically, and you just find that hole and patch it. The hardest part can sometimes be trying to find that hole, and hopefully that doesn't happen. So you really want to make sure that you take care of it while you're out there. Try and inflate it in the tent. Just use it in the tent, not as a mattress while you're laying around camp, and you'll get a lot of good life out of a good quality air mattress for sure, or sleeping pad, I should say. For the most part, you're going to find rectangle shaped sleeping pads, but they can come in more of a mummy shape, and that's really going to help kind of, again, if you're looking for a minimalist, get the weight down. That mummy style shape is really going to pay benefit to getting that weight down. There's wider versions, so if you got wider shoulders, you're a bigger guy or girl, and you want that extra space, or you find you roll around a lot, you might find that wide, they're generally about 25 inches wide as opposed to like 21 inches wide, will help out. They can come longer, they can come shorter. Again, if you're ultralight, the shorter ones, basically your knees hang off the bottom of the mattress. If that doesn't bother you, then that's a good way to save some weight. There are a couple ones that are, cut for women as well. I don't know if there's a huge benefit to that. But again, it's might be something that would be worth trying out for yourself. So if you want any more information, feel free to check out the website, frontenacoutfitters.com. If you want to give us a call or send us an email, if you have any questions, absolutely feel free to do that. We're always happy to chat. Links to the products will be in the description down below. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you have a good time.